This is just really fucking. I mean, what the hell?
The second when they're saying it, I thought about it. I'm like, are they gonna do what I did? And then when you said it, I think when you said it, that was live still. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
That
When
might
I
be on there. And then they said they did, and I thought they were joking at first because the red thing was still up, and then it went away. I was like,
two
oh
seconds
my God.
later, it's like, so, oh fucking hell! So I'm just gonna wait for Keith to drop in. Keith is probably gonna find his way in here. I'll just tell him like, get in on the stream. Get in on the stream. So for anybody who's gonna watch this right now, this is why the stream is cold. Thank you, FLX, for messing that up.
You think there would be the technology to like restart the stream? You know, like they'd give you the ability, like within 5 minutes, if you wanted to like restart it. You have a time limit. You know, you figure that.
Like you get a button. You get a button that pops up saying, "Did you just fuck up?"
Yeah, it's like in the iPhone now. You have the ability to like unsend a text, like that drunk
like
text
that.
you send at like 3 a.m. Like, be like, yeah, we need that for StreamYard.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, oh my God, we gotta love the shit though. I'm sending Keith a hang because he might just. I wonder if he's still in the other. No, he's probably not. We'll see what happens. It's on his channel. So, for anybody who's watching, we were doing a live stream, and the guys from FLX Beer Reviews, Mike and help me out here, Mike and Dan. That's it, Mike and Dan. They joined. Now, for those who don't know, we all share the same StreamYard thing. That's a possibility. We did. The thing is, though, Matt did this in the past as well once. If you all share, you all see the end broadcasting. And if you have a live stream and you're part of it, and you do live streams more often, you sometimes have...
It's like muscle memory. It's like
muscle
nature.
memory. You're like, I'm going to leave now. And instead of click the leave studio, you go like, end broadcast, which is what these motherfuckers just did.
Yeah. That's...
Anyway, we're just gonna hang out, and I'm just gonna wait for Keith to pop in, and I hope he sees He's probably not seeing it. I wonder if he's still in the other.
No, he knows to leave because we were in there, and it's like, yeah, we have to leave and come back. He knows.
It'll be fine. Anyway, so you just opened a new beer. Is that the lager you were just talking about, the Hellas?
No, this opened a Topping
Pseudo-Sue. Nice.
Yeah, I saw this on the shelf. I was like, I haven't had it in a while. It's delicious. Extremely delicious.
Wait, why is there this weird shadow over Keith? Are you seeing?
Because the window.
Oh, now I see
the window.
Okay. So, we just mentioned the entire thank you FLX Beer Reviews for doing this, and we'll see what happens. We're just gonna.
You should have named it like something like the Smokening the Return or something.
Oh yeah, I can do. I can still do that. I can rename it. I can
you don't have to. I was just saying. It'd be funny if you.
We'll just keep it like this. Thanks for messing things up. FLX is actually funnier. So, Matt, you got Pseudo-Sue. What are you still on that leathery, sweaty leather bondage thing?
Yeah, it's good.
I do actually like the sound of it, but I'm not that surprised that after.
Yeah, this would be really nice, like outside. This would actually be because it's not like super. It's not like super sour or anything. It's just.
I have to comment on the fact. I love the fact this says a lot about guys like us. You just said this would be lovely outside, and you have actually sunlight coming in through the window.
Yeah.
But you're inside talking on YouTube about a beer. That would probably be nicer if you would be outside. Yeah. This is a lot about people like us. Hold on.
That's a little better. Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course, now the light is right where my face is.
Yeah, you look like you have, what's that, Vertigo or whatever the fuck it's called?
Oh, yeah.
And you look like you have that.
That's why I thought some weird glitch was happening. So Renee is saying hello. Lars is saying cheers. We got Gerben saying what up, homies? Cheers from France. So we got a Dutch guy in France. That's by the way, right now if you go to France, it'll be like about 40% French people, 60% Dutch people because it's the holiday season, and that's the first thing that a lot of Dutch people say. Like, let's go to France because why not?
Is he just visiting France?
Yeah, he's on a holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we do. Well, I don't, but... So, Lars is saying, open the Diggelfure Cognac Barrel-Aged Triple. Sitting in the garden, warming up with a fireplace. That's not.
God, I like that. Man, I love cognac barrels, and I love triples, so...
Yeah. That's always a good combination. Yeah, cognac barrel aging and triples. I'm not big on the cognac barrel aging thing myself, but when, like you said, with a triple, it works. Sure, it's saying new live stream. Yeah, well, if people fuck up my live stream, I'm gonna have to do something about it. We got Vanessa Kitty saying hello. She's saying hi. How are you, Vanessa? Hola. How's the holidays? So people are already chiming in. Let's quickly go through the comments. Matt, you're getting beer mail from the Netherlands again, it seems.
That is exciting.
Always good. Beer mail is the best mail. Sat on patio just now to stitch some leather. Windy, windy, windy. Well, Vanessa Keith has some beer that smells like it's sweaty leather, so maybe that's for you.
Salty leather.
Salty
leather. Sweaty, salty leather.
With a little bit of citrus. Just a touch.
So you got to love the fact that there's cognac aged triple.
Yes.
You got to love the fact that there's a Dutch guy in France drinking a Treehouse barley wine right now.
It's the decromatic is thing they do.
It's the Holy Trinity. That's what that
demographic. Is. You're thinking demographic. Matt,
no, democracy was created by the French, so I'm trying to make a joke, but it's not landing.
The French say they invented everything. Sometimes they're right. Somebody just had a saison from Bronkhorst.
Hey! All I know is they invented freedom fries.
We love freedom fries, man. I want fries. God damn it! I haven't eaten enough today.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is basically us on live YouTube. 3 weeks of working left before 2 weeks of drinking. Crispy Boys in Austria. Ooh. 2 weeks of drinking Crispy Boys in Austria. That's a good thing.
Where?
Salty leather beer. Austria.
Yes.
Where's that?
Is it
close to Austria or?
Oh, god damn it! Fucking hell! I'm working on the leather tripod still. Stool. Stool.
Put some salt on it and maybe a little bit of like orange or peel oil, and that's what this beer tastes like.
I'm curious about this one. I'm going to see if I can still find it because I know Wild Beer Co. is actually something that pops up a lot here. Fried foods are freedom. I love fried foods. Tomorrow is my first evening of my 2 week holiday break thing. Tomorrow is my first full legit day. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up at probably way too early because that's my rhythm. I am going to do an entire Lord of the Rings extended edition marathon.
Oh yeah,
with a lot of beer, with a lot of takeout, and a lot of junk food.
I think there's some movie theaters that are showing the Lord of the Rings movies now.
Yeah, but is it the extended edition?
I don't know. Katie was talking about it. I don't care.
How can you not care? It's the Lord of the Rings.
I know. You answered your own question.
2 days ago, I finished my recent watch of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Like I watched every episode. It only took me like a month, I think. I ripped through them real quick.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I got the entire set of Blu-ray. I love that show. I mean, we still need to do that Star Trek thing with Adam. I
started and then I was like, okay, what am I gonna watch? So I I started rewatching 30 Rock because I needed like decompress and like just like laugh. And because Star Trek Next Generation gets a little bit kind of like deep towards the end, but and then last night I started Battlestar Galactica over. So.
The OG one or the remake?
No, the remake. The OG one sucks.
The OG one had like a good few episodes in the beginning, and then it just got weird.
It's whatever. The remake is like one of the best sci-fi shows in history.
The remake was amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
No, you go first, dude.
I was just gonna say, I never watched any Battlestar Galactica, and then like I forget why I started watching it, but I watched the remake and I really liked it.
And honestly, I'm not to like pick on you, Keith, but I know why you like it because it's the most depressing show in the history of mankind.
It is.
It is because it's like literally just like the ending is a happy ending, which is like so hilarious because the whole show is like despair. Basically, the whole time you watch it, you're like, this sucks. Everything sucks all the time. You know what I mean? Like
no, but the ending is literally at some point, without too many spoilers, the ending at some point literally says, okay, but all of this happened before, and all of it is going to happen again, and all the shit you guys went through to create a happy situation. Guess what? The shit stuff is going to happen again.
But man, it's like one of the best. It's one of the best shows with the shittiest acting ever. It's like fantastic. I love it so much. But what was I going to say? I don't remember. Who cares?
That Battlestar Galactica is a great show.
Damn.
It is. There's some low points, but it's like for like I was gonna say, and it's also like there's two shows that wouldn't die. Battlestar Galactica, like it got canceled like several times. Just they're like, okay, we're coming back anyway. You know what I mean? Like it just kept coming back. That and another show which is like super 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 good, and if you don't like sports, and if you don't like that teenager bullshit, it shouldn't put you off from watching it. But Friday Night Lights, the TV show, is the second one. Like that show's amazing.
I never heard of that.
And it's about football in Texas, high school football in Texas, but it's like literally it's like you could give fuck about football, you can give fuck about Texas, you can give fuck about teenagers, but it's amazing. And like literally it went to ABC and the CBS and the Fox. Like it kept getting canceled and picked up for year after year after year. It's like everybody's like, the show, it doesn't make any money, but people are like, but we have to it has to keep going. And like someone else would buy it and then put a season and be like, we lost money, and be like, oh yeah, fuck it, but it has to keep going. And it kept going, like shuffling from studio to studio to studio until I think it went 6 seasons or something like that. It's a great show.
Isn't that something like what happened with the last few seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I'm talking about good shows.
Oh, you don't like Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, you gotta not do the,
No, I will say this. I just can't look at Andy Samberg's face. I can't do it. It has nothing to do with the show. It could be okay. No. You're like, it's the whole point. I literally can't look at his face. Like it's not like,
why,
I don't like him.
I just have to. Okay, no, it's cool. I'm not gonna try to convince you, but I am curious as to why you can't. Is there a reason? It did something?
Yeah, his face. That's the reason.
Okay, it's cool. I get it. I mean, I love the show, and I'm a big fan.
My wife loves it. She watches it. It's just, it's like, let's put it this way. Okay. What's one of the, have you ever watched Frasier?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. No, I am actually. I love Frasier. Frasier is awesome. I'm just starting to piss
you like
off.
Frasier. Imagine if Frasier's face was Hitler. Would you still watch it?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just saying.
How the hell do you go from? How the hell do you go from I don't like December's face to going Frasier and Hitler? This is like that one. This escalated very quickly.
Don't complain to me. Just ask Andy Sandberg why his face looks like his face.
I was about to ask you if you think his face looks like that of Hitler's, but now I'm
No,
just
he
kinda
doesn't
scared
look
to-
like Hitler, but like his face is.
his face.
It invokes hatred
Yeah.
in me.
It's wow.
Like
You don't
honestly,
like
like
Holy-
one of my favorite shows of all time is 30 Rock, or not 30 Rock. 30 Rock, but Parks and Rec. And every time he's the fucking Parks guy in Parks and Rec, I'm like, why do I have to fucking deal with this? I'm like, this sucks. And like, he's only in like 8 episodes over the course of the whole thing, but it's just it's the worst. You know what? You know what it is? Andy Sandberg's shtick is like Tim and Eric. If you like Tim and Eric, you're an asshole and a piece of shit. And because it's like it's basically his whole shtick is I'm gonna be unintentionally funny. You know what I mean? Like he's intentionally being unintentionally funny,
I get you,
and I think that's the dumbest thing in the history of mankind, and I can't stand for it.
I get that. I get you. There's for me. There's more to his character in that show, but I'm not going to convince you.
I'm not talking
don't
about
like
the show. I'm talking about him as a human and his soul.
Good point. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I was watching like one of the shows I really enjoyed and it pissed me off was that was it Master and None? Was that Aziz Ansari his show?
Yeah.
And then like halfway through like the first season or whatever, like that Tim and Eric guy, one of the Tim or the Eric showed up as his friend. I was like, fuck this show, I'm not watching it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I can't watch it because he's in it.
I still struggle with Aziz Ansari in what's it Parks and Rec, because I love Parks and Rec, but I hate his character and I hate his face. I can't deal with that dude.
Yeah, but his character in Parks and Rec, he's meant to be annoying and kind of like turn you off.
Yeah, but
Like
so
that's
is
the whole
so
point
is,
of his character.
So is Peralta.
Andy Sandberg or whatever his fuck his name is. His soul in his being is that like not like Aziz isn't that person. But that's a character.
I don't know.
I don't hate Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I hate Andy Sandberg. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
I get that.
difference.
Oh man, Keith, what's your favorite show?
My favorite show.
Majority Report.
I really like Firefly. Firefly was a really good show.
Fuck yes.
What?
That was before we knew Joss Whedon was an asshole.
Yeah.
To be fair, we knew he was an asshole, but just not that kind of asshole.
Yeah.
True. Good point. Good point. I'll take that.
Yeah. X-Files. Big
Love that.
X-Files fans. I feel like there's a really important one that I'm not thinking of.
Can I
right
just
now.
ask you a quick question? How big is the chance that you're going to name a show that is less than 10 years old?
I mean, I guess I could say. I thought Brooklyn Nine-Nine was good. Schitt's Creek. I thought was.
I heard good things about Shit Creek. I don't think we get
I
that.
still haven't watched that. I want to watch that.
It's. I avoided it for so long because I thought it was something that it wasn't, and then I finally watched it and I was like, wow, this is way better than. I mean, it's like. I don't know if the show is good or if there's just things about the show that I like, but yeah, we both enjoyed it. So, yeah, those are probably the two shows that are not less than 10 years old, or that are.
I really did not think you would be a Firefly fan.
Oh yeah, and I wasn't originally like I'm not like OG like Firefly fan, but my friend Eric was like, oh, I think we were watching some show, or he showed me some show, or we were talking about some show, and he was like, oh, if you like this, you'll like this show.
Mm-hmm.
And then he let me borrow his little DVD set of Firefly.
Now Firefly's fucking
And
amazing.
I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Oh, because Nathan Fillion's like,
yeah,
Fillion
he's
fan.
he's the fucking man. That whole era, like of like underrated, like sci-fi stuff. I mean, Battlestar's a little bit later, but like Firefly and then Farscape and shit like that. That's like just
Farscape was amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, and I love the fact that what's that one? What's the other show that with Nathan Fillion that was so popular?
A newer show?
The newer
Yeah,
one. What is it?
Not
Castle or
his
some shit
latest.
like that?
No, Castle. Castle. He has a daughter there, right? Castle did the biggest Firefly parody and tribute ever during a Halloween episode.
Oh, hold on. He's drinking the 7-year-old farmhouse ale. Yeah.
That's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say it's the best thing I've ever drank in the history of mankind, but for 10 fucking bucks of Warpack, I'm going to buying them all.
Where'd you buy it?
Ooh.
I'll
let you know in a couple days.
Yeah, after you buy all the 4-packs, yeah.
I'm grabbing another beer as well. Be right back.
It's a Nikons grab.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the really obscure things you get. It's like
The Nikons.
so yeah. Even though that's the least likely place you would find something like that.
Here's the thing. I look through that fucking place with a fine-tooth comb like about every couple months, and this is never fucking there.
I wonder if they have like a back room, and every time
it's under a pile in a hillock of shit. Have you ever been in there?
I've been in Nikons before, but not recently.
The beer portion.
Yeah, it's like a walk-in cooler kind of thing.
Yeah, it's madhouse crazy. So it's like it was there. There's no way it wasn't there because no one's no distributors like, hey, you want a 7-year-old case of fucking Opal? You know what I mean? Like, it's not happening.
No, I just wonder if like every time you go in there, you buy like a really old 4-pack. They're like, oh, we have this old shit that it's just like in the back, so they just like put it in.
Well, my favorite part is every time I bring something out, it scans, and there's a price. You know what I mean? I'm like, you figured like, 8 years ago they'd have a different POS system or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's Nikons. Do they still have like the mechanical? They still have the mechanical fucking cash registers, right?
Yeah, the credit card machine is like.
Am I the only one that still hears piece of shit when somebody says POS system?
Yeah.
I know it's meant something. That's not
Point
what
of
it means.
sale. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Is that the porter?
Yeah, it's applewood smoked porter.
Oh.
Well, let's go ahead. Sorry, Thomas.
No, you go in, dude. Go for it.
No, because I was gonna go back on like the TV show thing. So you say your thing first.
I wanted to go back to that as well because I have a question. I still wanted to say the tribute thing about Firefly and Castle, but this is one of my least liked breweries in the Netherlands. Oudje. But this is actually because they've been focusing so much on like the IPAs that most of their IPAs are the same. Releasing a new IPA every 2-3 weeks. Blah 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 blah. You know what happens? Quantity over quality. This is the second time I'm having this. And this is just a lovely, nice little smoked porter. And the story behind this is, for my job, every now and then, basically the last 6 to 8 weeks has been nothing but this. But we cater to parties. So we have like these mobile tap systems, like, kegs and everything, and you can rent them. So I went to this local butchery and slaughterhouse, and they had a party. And they make some great stuff. They make some great meats, and they don't make it, but they cut it up. And you know what they do? They rent out barbecues and whatever. But they also had this beer, and we got to talking about how I love certain cuts of beef, and he was like, "Oh, you're really into your beef and your cuts of meat and whatever." And, oh, yeah, I like to combine them with beer because I'm into beer. And he was like, "You know what you need to have? I'm going to give you 2 cans of this." So while I'm delivering a keg system and everything for a party. I just get 2 cans of a 8.2% smoked porter pushed into my hands. Like, you enjoy this then? I'm like, I like my job. This is a good job. This is all nice. I'm gonna go through some comments before we really lose track. So Vanessa's saying, "Hope you enjoy your vacation. I'm gonna do my best. Tomorrow is locking myself away. I hope to be sitting in a stool at fire roasting marshmallows tomorrow." Like, that sounds nice. Thijs is asking. I think I want to do some reviews in English. How do you think about it? Well, first of all, for me, you need to do what feels good for you.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's tough because if you're gonna do a review in English, it has to be understandable to the audience you're looking to reach. Like Thomas is the rare exception. That over there,
he speaks English better than
all of us, and it works. So it's one of those things where, if I tried to do a review in Dutch, it would Dutch and English people would not understand it. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where if you feel like you can do it, do it. If not, and here's the thing: if you do it, it sucks, and if you do it, it's great. Doesn't matter in any iota. Too. So if you want to do it, do it.
It's all about having fun. There you go.
Yeah.
Lars is saying time for an afternoon at Bucks. Bucks is one of my favorite breweries. They're local. I need to go there. On Monday, I'm going to start sort of semi-planning what I'm going to do for my holiday. Tomorrow is Brain Dead Day. Vanessa chiming in, watch the shows, even though I cannot translate. So she's like, go for it. Lord of the Rings extended, no commercials. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Did this about 17 months ago, last time I did it. It's going to be amazing. Running the smoke for such a marathon would be epic.
Still waiting for the movies to be good, Thomas.
I love those movies. What about those in the world who look like Hitler today?
I'm just kidding.
I know you do, buddy. I know. Vanessa saying about the comments, what about those in the world who look like Hitler today? Well, I think.
Yeah, we could skip Hitler talk.
Yeah, let's do that. I like Firefly. If you don't like Firefly, Farscape, another one I can't remember. It's actually a really lovely show.
Yeah, I mean, just the costume and art design in that is worth watching. You know?
Did you guys watch Sliders?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That show was fucking brilliant.
Katie and I were talking about something the other day.
Am I happy and proud to admit that I watched Sliders? No. But did I watch Sliders? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I liked the first two seasons. After that, it kind of
Jerry O'Connell? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't old enough to like kind of be like, oh, it's season 1, season 2. I just used to watch it because it was on USA. And so I would just watch it when it was on.
Another show that I, by the way, really love. I haven't finished the last 2 seasons. I still need to, but I can't stream it anywhere right now.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back and watch them.
Well, let's do this.
Yeah.
Give everybody watching, and us included, ask if they've watched this specific program, and if they haven't, tell them they should. Like, what would you recommend? You're like random, like I can't. Okay, here it is. I didn't really watch this, but I watched it. It doesn't have to be obscure. It can be popular or whatever. But it's like I watched it, and this was awesome. What's your recommendation for that?
Stargate Sg-1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
Well, fuck off then. But Stargate is awesome. Stargate is fucking awesome. I mean, it was Dean Richard Anderson, which is already like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, MacGyver.
Yeah.
MacGyver.
Oh, I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid too. Yeah.
MacGyver was awesome.
Yeah.
But I love Sg-1
because the spirit of this was something that like not like the Stargate Sg-1 was like a huge hit that like billions of people watched.
Dude, if you ask people right now what is Star Trek, they'll know. If you ask people what is Stargate, they're gonna look at you and go like, "What the fuck is a gate?"
Yeah, but if you actually went back to back in time to when Stargate Sg-1 was going on, it was appointment viewing for a lot of people. Like huge.
It depends. But it depends on your. It depends on your in crowd. It depends on your in crowd.
Keith, give yours.
So a show that
you watched and you were like, wow, I did not expect that to be fantastic, but that was great or funny or hilarious or like it was just good and like it was surprisingly good.
Oh, Stargate Atlantis.
I don't know. I don't know if I watch enough like TV for that because like most of the stuff I mentioned already.
It could be a movie, it could be TV, it could be a podcast.
I just remembered of a show that I know you guys both know. And I know a lot of people will go, I love that show and I always watched it. And it's not going to be a show that people will think of.
What?
Alf.
Yeah, Alf.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Alf live.
I watched that a little bit.
I love Alf. And I know a lot of people who do, but it's not a show that people will name as a show that they used to love. Because somehow they've forgotten about it.
Harry and the Hendersons?
If you like cats, don't watch Alf.
This is a good point. But Keith just named one. Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
That was one of those shows as well.
Man.
Third Rock from the Sun. Do you guys still remember Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah.
It's also one of those shows that somehow was popular in Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock from the Sun.
Was talking about
I've heard of that. I don't think I ever watched.
Yeah, that was the kid who was in Looper and Lithgow and a couple other people.
Joseph Levitt-Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was a kid.
Yeah, teen, probably like mid to late teens.
He probably started in like when he was 13 or 14 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, was that early 2000s or was that?
No, it's late 90s.
Late 90s.
It's got to be. Yeah.
Was it seriously late 90s?
It has to be, dude. I'm pretty sure it was in 4:3 format, and then it was. Yeah, it has to be.
I'm gonna quickly Google this because now I'm just thinking.
Well,
I'll
let me
believe
ask
you,
you
but I'm
this.
just.
I have one. I watched this movie. It was like a year ago. It's a movie, and I watched it. And at the end of it, I looked around and went, "That is like super fucking hilarious." And I'm not sure how I didn't know this movie existed. You ever watch the movie Long Shot?
Explain, because the title sounds vaguely familiar.
It's Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron.
No.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Is it new?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it a newer movie? Or
It's
no?
like, let me look it up.
While you're looking that up, Third Rock started in 1996.
Oh.
That's
I
what I'm
thought that
saying.
was-
Like, it's an old fucking movie.
For my point, I kept thinking like this was like early 2000s, but that's when it ended.
Okay, Long Shot is a movie from 2019.
What?
So it's like, yeah. And like, I'm telling you right now, go watch it. It's like fucking ridiculously hilarious. Basically, it's Charlize Theron, the hottest woman in the history of mankind. And then Seth Rogen, and basically like the I won't ruin it, obviously, but the whole impetus for the movie is like he's like a journalist and she's a politician, and they meet, and then they're like, oh shit, like she was my baby, like she basically Charlize Theron was his babysitter, like when he was a kid, so they kind of connect over that, and then shit goes from there. It's fucking hilarious. Like,
This sounds like it
ridiculously
should
fucking
be-
hilarious.
This sounds like it should be fucking horrible.
It should be. Like, it should be. Like, when I saw it, I was like, eh. But, honestly, my love for Charlize Theron show has no bounds. I was like, I'll watch it. Because, honestly, if it was horrible, at least I looked at her for 2 hours. And I watched it. At the end, I literally paused it, and I looked at my wife, and I'm like, that was really fucking hilarious and good, right? And she's like, no, that was actually like surprisingly fucking good. Like to the point where I was like, watch it. I'm telling you, watch it.
Long Shot. I'm gonna
watch it this week. We'll report back next week, and we'll talk about how awesome.
If I can stream it, I'll watch it. If I can stream
I'm
it,
telling you,
I'll
it's
do it.
that fucking funny. It's what you expect. Seth Rogen's a loser stoner, and she's like a fucking uptight, fucking hot.
Which is one of the reasons I still fucking love. I love the fact that one of my favorite movies, I know a lot of people think it's stupid, is Paul.
What?
I love Paul. Do you ever heard of that movie?
Paul.
No.
No?
What was it? Who was in it? What was it about?
Do you guys know what are the faces? Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're two sci-fi fans, and they go to Comic-Con in America, and they have a great time, and then they leave Comic-Con, and they're going to go through this sort of like alien trail through America, where they visit the hot spots that are supposed to be connected to alien visitations. Something happens, and they trigger a few rednecks, and they go on the run. They have a car accident.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
The car that they hit is an alien, Gray. a grate. You know, with those
Yeah.
sort of like 4 feet. Voiced by Seth Rogen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So go watch Paul.
Yeah, I vaguely
This
It came
movie
out in
is
like 2010ish.
something like that. It is
Like,
fucking brilliant. You guys are gonna love this movie. It has such a huge tribute to so many of those small sci-fi fantasy movies out there, and oh man, I can't spoil so many things, because if I spoil so many things that would make you like it, you're gonna go like, oh yeah, Thomas already told me.
2011.
Yeah, go watch Paul.
Yeah,
You're gonna love it. It's
vaguely
fucking
familiar.
hilarious.
Never seen.
I'll watch Paul. You watch Longshot. Let's report back.
Let's do a Seth Rogen threesome.
I'm gonna go pee.
And watch.
That's one of my favorite Seth Rogen movies. I'm gonna go pee.
I'm gonna go pee. That's a great one. No, we should watch, because that's also one of those movies that really sucks, but has some few great moments. His Green Hornet.
Yeah.
But we can bash on it, and we'll watch Longshot.
But that's more like funny, like, you know, in a not a sad way, but I don't know.
No, but we need to bash on something somewhere. But we'll watch those movies and we'll comment back on it. We'll do that in next weekend, because I mean, Paul is just, I don't know. If you're a sci-fi fan, you're gonna find so many little things in that movie to enjoy. I hope you can watch it somewhere. Dude, you need a nap, and it's still dinner time for you.
Yeah, well, I have a bit. Dude, I'm 46.
Kid kept you up.
Kid, you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much I could do, man.
I know. Buddy of mine, a year or two younger than you are, is about to be a dad. So yeah, I think he's in for a surprise. That should be good. I'm happy for him. I mean, part of me is kind of happy that well, I'm not happy. I'm saying that the wrong way. But part of me, when I see how intense it is to raise a kid, and I'm like 40, and sometimes I'm already tired from work and everything. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not a father.
Oh yeah. I don't think I could do it. I'm exhausted all the time. The less responsibility, the better. Also,
the morphine, the better.
Sometimes I feel like even having a cat is too much responsibility for me. And we have 3 cats. So.
Well, have a kid, and then you'll probably.
Is that a West Coast Hellas?
That looks very dark for a Hellas.
Actually, it's pretty tasty. This is the boiled Hellas.
Yeah, but like boiling your Hellas will make it extra tasty. We all know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks.
That's proper color. Come on now.
Maybe
it's a little bit. It's darker on camera. But
okay.
I was about to say, Matt, there were a few moments where you were pretty dark. Your lighting was getting a bit dark. So maybe it's just that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like what I'm gonna.
Yeah, it looks like Sierra Nevada, not Pale Ale. What's the other one? Torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have the empty can here.
Oh.
I love this beer. This beer was fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's weird that you got it before we did. I hadn't seen it, and then like
you guys got it before because I wanted to review it with the Nerdset.
No, but around here, I didn't see it until after you got it.
Oh, really? Because I was talking with the Nerdset.
I mean, maybe I wasn't looking for it or something. I don't know. But I didn't see it until after.
When did I have mine? Like over a month ago, maybe. And mine.
Yeah, it was a bit ago.
Yeah, mine was canned on January 24th. Oh, dude, this was canned on my dad's birthday. What the fuck? I forgot about that. So this one was when I had it. It was like Matt's making a statement. Matt's making a semi-inebriated statement. Is there something you want to share with the group, Matt?
No.
No.
Just going dark, baby.
I'm gonna say that I really like this, but I don't know if it was worth. I think it was $21.99. I don't know. I don't know if it was worth that.
But like for a 750, that's not a bad for a 750 imported from the UK.
Yeah, it's not a bad
That's a
price.
decent price, exactly. But I can understand that if the beer wasn't what you expected, that 22
or I guess I should say what I want it to be is like $7 for a 750, so I can buy a case of it and always have it.
I get that. I get that. Price point is a thing.
Let's see if this Swiss beer is.
I love this noise.
Uh-oh.
What did you do? Oh.
Oh. All right.
Okay, so he has a bottleneck and he doesn't swing top. I mean, and he doesn't pop it. But you didn't pop it.
I did pop it. It didn't pop.
It was probably like stuck.
Yeah, because we didn't hear a real pop.
It just fizzled a little bit.
Fizzy. Matt, are you watching? Because you're like a football fan. I'm a soccer fan. Are you watching the female European League thing right now?
Not really.
Because I was just curious because tomorrow is the final for the league, England versus Germany. I was just wondering if you're going to watch it.
I'll watch that, but like I didn't watch like the whole build up to that, but I'll watch the final game. So
okay, I don't know that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's not very smoky, but it has like this like subtle tea thing. Mm.
Oh, that's the smoked tea one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I like that. Lars is saying, should I open a barrel-aged stout or a double IPA? The answer is yes.
Yep.
Yep. In that particular order, go for the barrel-aged stout and then go for the double IPA. That should be fun. Thijs is starting his driver's exam for bus driving. Good luck, dude. Because so here's the thing. I know this from Thijs. This is his dream job. He wants to be a bus driver. I mean, I know this from him. He has this thing with buses, and that's awesome. He collects like bus miniatures and everything. This is his dream job, to be a bus driver. I like how fucking awesome is it when you have a dream job and you actually get to work towards that goal. How fucking great is that? So really,
not a lot of people get to do that, man.
Exactly.
A lot of us,
so
yeah.
We just slug along. So good luck, dude, and I really hope you get to make it because getting your dream job is always amazing. And I hope the dream is still the same. That's also a thing, but we'll get to that when you know. Good luck, Thijs. I am wondering the same thing that Lars was wondering after this. Keith, you know what I still have in my...
Yes.
What are you doing? Matt, what are you doing?
Whatever I want. No, I'm actually saying I'm leaving because I'm going to go hang out with my kid and I'll have all kinds of fun stuff. So.
Well, that's actually a good thing because I was about to ask Keith, do you want to go on for a little bit longer? Otherwise, I'm going to open up this barrel-aged smoked Imperial brown ale that I still have.
I think you should open that.
Yeah, let's go.
But I will be saying my goodbyes.
That's cool, dude.
Hopefully, you guys get shitty and make really bad decisions.
I do this on a regular basis. This is my life. Get drunk and make bad decisions. How do you think I got up being 40 and at the place I am right now? So there you go. Cheers, dude. Thanks for hanging. Bye-bye. Bad idea, Thomas. Have 4 beers before at the moment of barrel-aged triple. I think this would be the last beer for this night. No, you're making a good decision. Oh, did you just notice how quiet it got?
Yeah.
Sorry, not because of Matt, but because of his background. I just wasn't aware.
Yeah, it wasn't the same noise, but I think he had a fan going or something.
Probably. It just suddenly everything is so.
Yeah, it's
not because of Matt.
It's like we're alone. It's like we're alone in the universe.
I think I'm alone now. So should I open the brown ale?
Yeah, do it.
I will. I'll go and give me a moment. Entertain the crowds, will you?
Oh God, I'm terrible at this though.
You know, that's why I trust you.
All right. I hope everyone is entertained by me, because this is what you are getting. I do have one. I will say there is one smoke beer that I do have that I didn't immediately. I didn't show before, or didn't talk about because I forgot I had it. But I do have a can of this.
I hate you. I hate you.
So
I hate you. I also hate you. I want Fox Farm. So there's a fun story here. I have some proper glassware here for this brewery.
Oh,
and the reason that I got this is I once had a beer from them that was something was wrong with it. So I sent them. I did a review. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they got back in touch with me and they were like, "Oh man, that sucks. Can we send you a replacement beer?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Just send me a replacement beer." So I figured I'm going to get a replacement beer. I got 6 or 7 beers and a glass.
That's a nice replacement beer, if you ask me.
So what we have here is Bronkhorsters number 32. It is a smoked Imperial brown ale, barrel aged on Chivas Regal for 8.5 months. Oh shit! I fucked up. I'm gonna drink it. I fucked up. I'm gonna drink it. I really fucked up.
What?
It's 13.5%.
Oh, you should have read the contract, bro.
Oh fuck!
You should have read the contract before you signed.
I fucked up. Oh god, I fucked up in the worst ways.
Well, at least you don't have anything to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna get more alcohol tomorrow, and like tomorrow is gonna be the day where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get shit faced watching movies and have like junk food.
You know what they say? You can't be hungover if you don't stop drinking.
Well, that's true. How do you like this? How do you like this for a beer opener? Do you know where I got this?
Where?
I was invited to the 2019 BCBS launch in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm a hero.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be very careful here because sometimes these guys have gushers.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, like literally, sometimes this brewery has gushers.
Oh.
They're sort of semi-known for it.
Man. Oh yeah, that actually looks like a brown ale too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that Cane Brewing Driftwood. That was an Imperial brown ale.
Yeah.
I posted a review the other day, and it was like barrel aged and whatnot, but it was dark. It was way dark.
It was dark.
Yeah.
It was like really dark.
Yeah. Dark. Yeah.
Just taking a quick picture. Seeing how that worked out. I didn't think that is a fairly fucking shitty picture, isn't it?
I kind of wish I had just picked up like a few of these instead of these other ones.
You should have, but maybe they still have them.
Oh, they still had other ones, yeah. I'm just saying based on what I am tasting, and the other bottle was not good. It was
a bad. Yeah, the French one. What was so bad about it? Because
it just had like a sourness to it, a tartness to it that it wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, you sometimes get that with French breweries. I mean, there's a lot of great things happening in France these days. Mm-hmm. But honestly,
well, also I have no idea how old that bottle is.
Perfectly old.
Yeah, because a lot of the imported stuff at the place I went to, some of that stuff sits on the shelf for years, literally years. So,
well, I'm gonna go quickly because that head on that dissipated like really.
Oh,
whoa,
good.
I'm not getting a lot of smoke just yet. That's like some caramelly, biscuity, buttery. Not like buttery when it's like the when you get butter notes in beer, like it's bad. But like when you
Diacetyl.
think of like not diacetyl, but when you think of like good creamy butter in a good way, like smooth and creamy and full. That's what I mean. Honey, like a lot of honey. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, there's a hint of smoke there. But it's mostly just like sweet caramel, honey, whiskey, oaky, vanilla. Fucking goodness. I'm going to have a sip now.
Did you say it was bourbon barrel aged or just whiskey barrel aged or barrel aged? Yeah, good stuff. Tastes like it's 5%.
So
Sugar.
it's Chivas Regal. It is sweet as fuck.
I don't know what that
is. It is sweet. Sweet. Chivas Regal. It's a blend. It's a Scotch blend.
Okay. All right.
So it definitely smells like that. I'm not getting a lot of smoke here. Oh, Brockhorster indeed. The number is 32. There's 32.
Oh, do they just number their beers? Is that what
the Barrel Age series is numbered.
Oh.
Yeah, there's okay. I'm getting that smoky part now. There is that sort of. It has that Madsen sort of smoky vibe in the background, like a bit of a burned wood thing going on. Wish you a good evening and wonderful night. See your reviews in the next live stream. Same to you, Tice. Thank you for joining. Hope you have a good evening. Good luck with your bus driver's exam this week. You're gonna fucking nail it, dude. I know you are. And a burp from Keith is always a good thing. This is a burp of encouragement.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. This is gonna get me wasted. This is danger juice right here. This is not 13.5%. I love the fact that it's very clear, like a brown ale, you know?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like those usually those like Imperial brown ales or like the like the Imperial versions of things, especially barrel aged stuff.
They're stouts.
And yeah, they end up porters, being stouts and porters or whatever. But yeah. So it's really cool to see it. Like even if it's darker on screen, even if I'm seeing it darker than it actually is, I can still see through it.
This is a good representation of what you're seeing here. Yeah. No, this is nice. I like this. It has a soft smoky touch. It's a lot of whiskey. Is it the perfect barrel-aged smoked brown ale? No. Because it's very, very heavy on the whiskey. It's very heavy on the barrels. It's very sweet. Is it tasty? I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, that's the I mean, with beer it might be a little bit different, but I was talking to Katie earlier about like cooking / baking and stuff. And sometimes when you make something, if you're trying to like make a specific kind of thing, like sometimes it's like bad if you compare it to what you were trying to achieve. But it could still be like really good.
Yeah, this is why this is one of the reasons that I stopped rating beers on Untapped. Because sometimes I will find a beer delicious, but it's not what the style says it should be.
Right.
Yeah. Or the other way around. The beer fits the style perfectly, but I don't like it because I don't like the style.
Right.
So I find that I'm just going to do descriptors of, let's say I'm not a fan of triples. I like a triple, but let's say I'm not a fan of triples.
Yeah.
and somebody brewed the perfect triple, but it's just not the kind of beer that I like, and I give it a 2 out of 5. That's not fair because it's basically a perfect triple. So I'm just going to give my tasting descriptions
of we have
and then just and then I'll just say, do I like it or not? And if I don't like it, we got Ken, we got Craig chiming in. Thomas is actually here. Yeah, I am here, man.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, I am here. That's where else should I be?
But yeah, there's a lot of that happens. People are like, oh, this is they rate it like super low because they don't like the style or whatever.
Sour beers, for example.
But yeah, even just because because especially when you introduce barrel aging and adjuncts and stuff like that, like the base beer that you brewed may not come out quite as, or the finished product might not be like as as close to the base beer as it was, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And but that doesn't mean that it's not a good beer. It might like if you're brewing a brown ale and you barrel age it and you put stuff in it, the finished product might not be a good brown ale, but it's a really good beer regardless. You know.
Well, case in point, Lars, craft beer specialist, is having a salted caramel Cappuccino Imperial Pastry Stout. Now, honestly, this is not my thing.
Yeah, no.
And people know this about me. By the way, Lars, I hope you get to enjoy the beer. I'm not knocking it. If this is a delicious beer, props for you. This is not my style. I might review this beer and think that it is the perfect beer for the style.
Right.
No faults in the brewing process, no deviations, no defects. Everything is as it should be, and still hate it. Because I might think it's an overly sweet, hot mess because of my personal preferences. Right. Why should I give this beer a low rating on Untapped when it is the perfect example of its style? So this is why I stopped rating. I'm just going to describe the flavors. And if my friends see what I get out of the beer, they're like, I like this, then they can buy the beer and go like, okay, Thomas describes the flavors that I like. I'm going to get it. Beer is just the same as girls. We don't like it. Well, see, I'm not into girls. I'm into women. That's because I'm 40. Nah, this is a lame joke. I know it's a lame joke. I had this happen not that long ago. I have two coworkers. One of them is 21, the other is 18 or 19. Oh, they help on Saturdays, right? They're like Saturday helpers.
Don't do it, Thomas. Don't do it.
And they were like, "Oh, this is I know this girl. You should look at this picture. She's so hot." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. All I'm seeing is no, sorry. This is like some young kid for me. Yeah. Why do you want? No, this is not for me." And then I showed them a picture of a woman I know. I said, "This is what I find an attractive woman." They were like, "But she's so old." And that's the moment I realized, shit, I'm 40.
Yeah. It's called cougars, and they're fucking hot, bro.
There's a cougar in the car. How'd you get it in there? I put it in there. Do you have one moment? I just got a message I need to reply to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. But like when it comes down to that, like what you're talking about, like preferences are also a thing. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's a similar thing because like he could drink that beer and be like, "Wow, this is like the best beer I've ever had," and yeah, and you may drink it and be like, "Wow, this is a really well-made beer, but it's like definitely not one I would ever drink again."
Exactly, and that's the thing. I've had that with so many different beers.
Ooh,
What is that? A good ooh or a bad ooh?
good. Oh, I was gonna say before. It's funny, Schlenkela doing that technically non-smoked Helles. It's crazy how they can make some of the best smoked beers and then make a beer that is technically not smoked, and so technically one of the best non-smoked beers that is smoked.
Yes.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean because it's not smoked. This is for the guys that are dropping in and seeing this stream without watching the other stream.
Yeah.
We were doing a thank you FLX beer reviews, you sons of
Yeah.
bitches.
We got a little off topic for a little bit there, yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I mean these things should be about having fun and just enjoying yourself. But I think that the Schnenkela's Helles, smoked, non-smoked Helles, whatever you want to call it, is basically the definition of beer.
What do you mean by that?
It's refreshing, it's crisp, it feels old. Even when it's still super fresh, it still feels old. It feels like it has heritage. It feels like it has heirloom. It feels like it has the backing of 100 years of knowledge in how to create a brew. It has this je ne sais quoi when it comes to the ingredients. When you taste it, you feel like the grains, the water, the yeast.
It has
everything. The
it has
hops.
knowledge. It has like it's
Yes.
saying something to you.
Yes.
And I know what you mean because I don't even know if I could describe it accurately, but like there is like you can drink a like smoked Helles from like a newer brewery, and then you could drink that beer and be like, and yeah, they can use different malts and different water profile and stuff gives off different things, but like
there is
there's a oh, what's the word?
emotion.
There's a oh fuck, what's the word? There's a word. There is a oh fuck.
All right. There's a fuck.
I'm gonna try to think of the word and then
take your time.
Oh, there is an intention. Like there is intention. I think there. No, it might not be intention. I think there's a different word that I'm thinking of. There is a finesse. There is a finesse. I mean, maybe that's not the right word, but that's the word that I was thinking of. And it just comes from like years.
No. Yes. You're just no. I know. Don't know the word, but I know exactly what you want to describe. So here's the thing. Here's the difference between cooking and baking. Baking is science. When you make a cake, when you bake, the ratios between your flour, your eggs, your water, liquid, your yeast, everything needs to be fucking perfect, or it's going to be ruined. Cooking is less forgiving.
Yeah.
You can oversalt it a little bit, and you can tweak it. You can morph around. Cooking is very intuitive. And here's the thing: a great baker knows that it's science, but knows how to use that intuition, how to be intuitive in the science. After a while, after years and years and years of experience, the science becomes intuitive. And that is what Shankala Hellas is.
Yeah.
It is the perfection of science. It is the epitome of coming together, the coming together of all these ingredients and knowledge, knowing that your kettles, for example, will react slightly different to outside temperature. Your inside temperature is defined by outside temperature, all these things. These people are working there. They know all of these. Their science is witchcraft. Their science is alchemy. And they have defined their science, their witchcraft, their wizardry, their magic, and it all became this amalgamy, this plethora of life, and it became perfection. It became the Shankala Hellas.
Yeah, but also we could interview the head brewer there, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it was just we just tried a thing and it worked."
We mucked about. I love that. So Davor is saying, I'm sipping a Cacao from staggeringly good brewery from UK. It's a 10.3% ABV Imperial chocolate stout, but it tastes like an oud bruin on steroids. Very vinous, but not spoiled. See, when you describe that and it's vinous, I would say it's spoiled. But that's interesting.
If it's supposed to be a stout, yeah. But like, if it doesn't taste bad, I guess, because usually if it goes sideways, it's like that French smoke beer. Like it was not good.
I've had beers like that where I felt like this went slightly sideways, but in a good way. So not maybe infected.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had beers that were not what they were supposed to be, but they weren't.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Davor, awesome to see you back on the chat, man. I've missed you, man. I hope you're doing well. Davor was actually in the Netherlands not that long ago. I didn't know this. This sucked. If I wish I had known, I would have taken some time off. Craft beer specialist saying, sounds like an interesting beer, Davor. We got Joe from the Beer Patrol saying, I just got here, but based on the name of the stream, they accidentally end the live stream. That's literally what they fucking did. Matt did this to me in the past, and this is what they fucking did. They were like, okay, man, see you later, dudes. And instead of clicking leave studio, they fucking ended. And here's the best part, Joe. This is what happened. While I saw Dan doing his thing, I said, wait, Dan, you're not ending the stream, are you?
And then it ended.
And he was quiet for 3 seconds, and he said, I just did. That is literally what fucking happened. The motherfucker, but this is what Matt did to me, I don't know how many years ago. Not years ago, but he did
probably a year ago.
Just over a year. Yeah, I think you were in there. I think that Canadian girl was in there. I think he said he was going to leave. All I know is that at some point somebody was like, Matt said, I'm going to leave. Well, I'm going to go. And he clicked end broadcast. And this is like muscle memory because, again, Joe, you know this. No, but Joe is just commenting on this again. Holy cow, that's hilarious. Probably doing reviews today. I'm almost feeling it. No, but it's okay because it's even if you were completely sober, it's muscle memory.
Yeah,
you go
up from the top.
Yeah, we all share the same StreamYard, so we're all aware of the fact we're gonna leave. So you do end broadcast. That's what you do. That's your muscle memory. It's not their fault. Even if they were 100% sober, which they weren't.
Also, just for anyone listening who does this kind of thing, like I close the window. Just close the window. You just close the whole thing. Just close your whole browser. It takes you out of the stream, and
there you go. Shit, this shouldn't be good, but it's good. It's actually got a very good bitterness to it.
Yep.
It's oaky, it's dry. There's a bit of a smoke thing going on. Fuck me, this is beautiful. It's also probably quite nice because I already had a couple of beers. And it's, yeah. Quite cricket, to be honest, but it's 8 months over the best before. I'm curious. I think I want to try. Maybe we'll visit Bumbrae during our holiday. Wait, how do you pronounce it again, Keith?
Rausch beer. Rausch.
What? Go do this.
Yeah, but like.
So say rauw.
Rauw.
Rauch.
Yeah. See, there's like a thing where like my mouth doesn't do things like in the middle of like words.
Wait. Is Katie there? I'm going to talk to her about the fact that your mouth doesn't do things. Katie. Katie.
No, she left. She's not here. So.
This stream just went really fucking weird.
Man, you took like 2 sips of that beer and you're
the one who keeps burping.
Well, yeah, it's carbonation. I drink 1 beer and I burp a lot sometimes. Depending on
do it, Joe. Do it.
Oh yeah,
Joe. You know where to find us. Do it.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I understand it because you can say rauw and you can say, but the combination for your vocal cords, and your maybe I don't know, everything is your larynx and everything is not trained to do the rauw.
Right.
The inflection where it's an inflection, right? Where you go from one sound to the other. Is that inflection? Joe, is it an inflection? Are you inflicted?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Joe.
Well, if you just call it beer.
Yeah. You gotta say beer.
No, basically, this is why it's called this. You know why it's called rauch beer? Because most people take a sip and they go.
That's right, because the style sucks balls. I mean, you guys love them, right?
How do you use Joe again?
Well,
I'm Joe.
I do love sucking balls, Joe. You know.
Hey Keith, what that mouth do? What that mouth do?
But Keith, that's where you get that sound. If you gargle balls enough, all your sound will be.
Yeah.
So you should just do that more often. And Joe is volunteering as you know.
Tribute. Yeah, I'm into it.
Volunteers as tribute.
Yeah.
It doesn't pronounce Rauch beer.
Anytime you want to practice, Keith, I'm here, buddy.
Guys, Window Reviews interview with Thomas is asking the questions. What is everyone's favorite sex toy?
Does Keith count as a whole?
I mean, as a whole, as a whole.
Well, there's only certain parts, or as a whole.
As a whole, or as a whole.
You guys like that?
Hey, you know what they say, right? Joe, you know what they say? Any hole's a goal.
That's right. A hole is a hole, is what I like to say.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Oh,
a mouth is a mouth, a hole is a hole, and Keith is Keith.
Joe has been in this stream for like 3 fucking seconds, and this is where we ended up. And this is why people don't. This is why people don't live stream with Joe.
Listen, I came in pronouncing beer correctly. And then all of a sudden, Keith is gargling balls, and I'm here for it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You're here for Keith gargling balls. There you go. Jesus Christ! I know people from work who are going to be watching this.
Well, they should be entertained then.
Yeah.
I entertain so well.
Are you not entertained?
Or
Gladius Maximus.
maybe you'll make more friends because they'll be like, your other
I-
friends are not good friends.
What are
Or-
friends? What are friends?
Or
I have
he'll
no
make
idea.
less friends or lose the ones that he has. Either way you look at it, he comes
But
out a winner.
nobody's answering my question, or not my question. Windows interviews.
Oh no,
What is everyone's favorite sex toy?
I have not had the I've not had an extensive experience with sex toys to
Okay.
answer this question.
My
Katie.
favorite is Robert. That is also known as my right hand. Favorite sex toy. Yep, Robert.
Yeah.
What is average size? By the way, I wouldn't know what average size. Jesus, what the fuck?
Does he want to know inches or centimeters? Because there's a slight difference in the answer. That's gonna
All I know is American hear centimeters, which is inches by 2.54, and they're like, I'm huge.
yeah. Micropeens.
They suddenly hear like 11. I'm 11. Wow, centimeters. Oh,
Ooh.
Micrometers.
micrometers. Oh, Jesus.
Micro
Millimeters,
machine?
Millimeters. Yeah, are you a micro machine?
Whatever happened to the dude in the commercial, the fast talking guy? Wasn't he like Guinness Book World Records for a long time?
Who?
Okay.
The Micro Machine guy? Don't you remember those commercials? Maybe Thomas didn't get those back in the day.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like there were Micro Machine commercials, but I don't know if I
That fast talking guy that would go nuts, and he was in all the commercials. Like, Keith, come on, man.
maybe.
Keith, come on, man. Come on.
If like I saw a commercial, I'd be like, oh yeah, but I can't recall off the fast talking guy.
Jesus, man.
I don't know.
I've already had my heart broken once. Now you're doing it again.
Yeah. Man,
I'll be right back.
I'm lucky I can remember who I am when I wake up in the morning.
You and me both. It's called being old, Keith, or getting old.
Yeah.
When you lose your part of yourself and it's replaced by a mechanical device, you use that as an excuse for everything. That's what I like. That's what I like to do. So what's going on? You guys just talking BS today?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
just looking at the comments. Thomas, how much did you have to drink? Because I'm kind of curious.
Would that be too much as the answer? Not enough.
The FLX guys popped in for a little bit, and we got off topic, and Matt was in here for a little bit, and further off topic. But yeah, Thomas and I started the stream with pretty solidly on smoked beers, but
it is kind of interesting that the moment Matt jumped in,
we just immediately like went off topic, and then as soon as he left, we immediately went back onto smoked beers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, in the meantime, I'm basically drunk, so there you go.
I mean, that's on alcohol.
Well, this one's 13.5% ABV thingy.
Thingy, is that the official style? Just a thingy?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Thomas, would you say that is a? I know we kind of talked about the beer a little bit, but would you say that is a?
No, it's not a brown ale.
No, is that a? Like, if that was the only smoked beer that you had available and someone was like, I want to try a smoked beer, would that be a good not introduction beer, but just like a good example of a smoked beer?
No. So I just said this is not a brown ale. It is a brown ale because it has that not molasses, it has that golden syrup.
It looks like a brown ale.
roasted brown bread. So you got like toasted brown bread with a little bit of honey or like a golden syrup on it to get that sort of bitterness, sweetness vibe. It has all of that. Is it a Imperial brown ale? I'm sorry, I just said no. Yes, it is. But it also isn't. It also isn't because the barreling here is so intense. It's just so incredibly sweet.
Is this a smoked beer live stream or a philosophy live stream?
He's waxing poetic about whether or not the fucking beer is a brown ale or not. It is a brown ale, and then 3 minutes later, it is not a brown ale. What the fuck is this, Thomas?
I would like to venture that in truthness, this ale in my glass is, per definition, of a brownish hue, but perhaps not of the brown ale persuasion.
Sure, that's a super oxidized IPA. What's happened? What happened?
Turns out, looks at can, West Coast IPA. Well, fuck me.
Damn it. I may have drank a bit too much today.
No, but all serious, it is and it isn't a brown ale because the smoked portion of the wait, let me track that back a little bit.
Well,
how often have you heard? Take away the barrel aged portion of the show. How often have you heard of a smoked Imperial brown ale coming in at 13.5% ABV?
Yeah, not.
Yeah, that's
by definition. Is that a style? Yes or no?
No.
Like a real style? No.
Like a
exactly.
Not enough to like.
If you go by
quantify or whatever.
If you go by the BJCP guidelines, probably not. But it's like listen. When it comes to beers, people make up so many styles nowadays that just sound. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Like, wow, we're gonna take a brown ale, we're gonna imperialize it, then we're gonna make it smoked, and then so Imperial smoked brown ale.
Exactly. Do I understand the smoked portion a little bit? Do I understand the Imperial portion? I guess I do, because it's 13.5% AB fucking V. Is it a brown ale? Mostly it's just a very sweet, delicious thing that I want to chug.
Yeah, so stylistically speaking, no. Delicious-wise, yes.
Well, I'm not asking if it's a good brown ale or not. I'm saying if that was the only smoked beer that you had and someone who had never had a smoked beer before was like, I want to try a smoked beer, and you gave them that, would that be a good representation of a smoked beer?
No.
Okay.
I haven't even drank it, and I would say no just because of everything going on in it, honestly. Like, there's just too much. Like, a smoked beer should be somewhat simplistic.
Is it too much brown ale for you?
It's a brown ale. It's too much for everyone.
Look at his channel. It's triple IPAs. It's fruited sours. It's fucking pastry stouts.
Man,
how are we going to talk Joe? How are we going to talk Joe into trying actual? Like, Joe, when is the last time you had a triple?
A triple, as Matt refuses to say. A Belgian style triple. It's been a while since I've reviewed one. Yeah.
I'm not talking about reviewing. I'm just talking about drinking.
Oh. Does it count that I don't like Belgian style triples? I like quads.
I mean, I don't care.
I like doubles.
Like or not.
I like Belgian strong darks. I like those.
Whatever the fuck. Okay, a Belgian strong dark. Whatever the fuck. When is the last time you had one?
Within the past couple months. Why?
Well, how often do you drink classic beer styles?
At least a couple. At least probably. What would define classic? If you're talking, just
this is like asking somebody.
Thomas, you don't watch my channel, so you would know. But yeah, I do every week the shelf or every month the shelfie beers where I usually pick up 8 or 9.
Channel. Because I don't watch the channel because every review starts saying, I'm like, oh god, my ears hurt.
I don't watch yours because I don't understand Dutch. So at the end of the day, we're even. But no, I drink a lot.
You don't understand my language. I hate your language. So
yeah, well, you should hate our language. It's terrible. I speak
it fluently, but there you go.
Yeah, better than the vast majority of us. So anyway, but no, I each week I put something that is a normal classic style, pretty much twice a week at the very least.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I try to anyway. It's tough. The problem is getting a lot of beers from breweries and viewers of the channel. What are they going to usually send you typically?
Milkshake sours.
Sours, milkshake IPAs, New England style IPAs, big pastry stouts, things like that, so it happens. Today, I love how Thomas says that. Today, you just go to my channel, no big deal, posted a Belgian style Saison and a Fooder aged Belgian Saison, but I never post regular styles ever.
Since when do you drink Saisons?
Since ever. I don't flock to a lot of those because there's not a lot of well-made American versions that are canned or bottled, honestly.
Yeah.
And you run through a lot of the classic Belgians. Same thing with like I mean I've been pretty much doing a couple German, like classic German beers per month. I'm getting back into those. So here's what I got in my fridge right now. Tomas. I have Paulaner Salvatore. I have
Paulana.
Polana, whatever. I have Spaten Optimator and August. We actually get Augustina here. I had no idea. Maximator. Yeah,
it's actually Joe. It's actually pronounced Spaten.
Yeah. And we get Augustina, my friend. We get Maximator.
I don't know about German, but all I know is if you want to pronounce something in Dutch, all you have to go.
I'm gonna do that in every single review.
I want you to do a week worth of Dutch beers and pronounce every brewery as.
This
hilarious.
That's what you gotta do, baby. Up the road, understand the rock with rock.
What's it called again, Keith?
Rausch beer.
Fuck you.
But anyway, so I picked up all those Doppelbocks. I just picked up, I know you guys heard about the Spencer Brewery, Trappist Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
They're not making beer. So I saw 3 of theirs in the store, and I was just like, you know what? Might as well review those since they're, probably going to be harder to get.
Did they stop brewing already, or are they?
I think so. I think they stopped brewing, and they were getting rid of stock. You could actually buy it, I think, straight from whatever I don't think it was Belgium in a box. Or I think that's the Belgian site that actually ships beers from Belgium to here.
I got Spencer Blonde in the store that I work at.
Yeah. So that's all that stuff's drying up. So I bought like 3 of their core offerings that they're not the Belgian Imperial Stout, the Quad, and then their Trappist sale. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to review those and try those out because some of them I haven't had before. Spencer's one of those breweries where it's like, I wanted to try all of them for a long time, but I was just like, oh, whatever. It's a fucking new brewery. It's a Trappist brewery. And then they're like, yeah, we're stopping producing beer. I'm like, oh, shit. Maybe I should try.
I'm just going to the comments. Lars is saying he bought yesterday 4 Westvleteren 12, 4 Westvleteren 8 for €35. That's not a bad deal. That is really actually very fucking great.
British Thomas is a
they fucking he's balls deep in that. 13.5% non-brown ale. It's going sideways.
That's a nice deal. That's a good deal. That's like very good, actually.
That's fucking stupid. You're talking to Americans who can't even get Vesti. The Vesti? Yeah. We can't even get it. When they did, remember when they brewed it and they put it in the 6-packs and they actually sold it in America probably like 7-8 years ago. I remember like
they needed to make money to fix the monastery after the burn.
And then everybody here was like, "Oh, it doesn't taste like a different packaging. It's not just good." Blah blah blah. It was $105 for 6 of them.
Kyle bought all of them.
Yeah, well, and then he just put them behind him on his fucking. I'll drink one every 5 years for the next 12 years.
Here's
What?
the
How's that
fucking
work?
here's the fucking most pretentious bullshit on YouTube ever when it comes to beer tube. It's like Kyle with his cellar. Like I'm gonna do my cellar Thursday or whatever he calls it, but in the background he has like all these amazing beers cellaring around. He's like, I'm such a normal guy like you guys are. I'm a teacher. I don't make a lot of money. Teachers don't make a lot of money at all. But in the meantime, look at my shelf.
No.
Bastard.
No, teachers don't make a lot of money.
Thomas,
I
the
know they don't
jealousy
make a
is
lot of
coursing
money.
through your veins right now. Okay, the jealousy is coursing. It's okay. It's okay.
Do you think that's jealousy? It's fucking 13.5% ABV of non-imperial aged brown
What?
ale.
It might be a little bit of drunkenness along with jealousy, but it's it's a combination. It happens. It's all right.
Don't you love it? Don't you just love it?
It
In
is.
the meantime, I'm sitting here with my cut down V-neck thing going.
I'm getting rock hard. Not that we know anything about that because 9 centimeters.
Oh, dude,
but
that's your heart medication.
That's-
and if it's making
that's
you
why,
rock hard, you really need to call the doctor right fucking now.
No, trust me, that is not my heart medication. It's that blue pill. I took one right before I got on here because I knew you were going to have your shirt down like that. So to make sure 4 hours was enough time.
Oh, you know that's the best
Joe
joke I ever heard. That's the best joke I ever heard. Guy takes Viagra. Right, looks at the bottle thingy it came. It's like, if erection lasts longer than 4 hours, call doctor. It's been 6 hours. He's like, oh shit, gotta call a doctor. He's like, calls the doctor. He's like, dude, I just took Viagra. Doctor's like, yeah. And the erection. Doctor's like, what's going on? And the guy's like, it's been longer than 4 hours. And doctor just shuts up for a while. Doctor goes like, nice. And the dude goes like, nice. Nice. Bad joke, I know. Viagra is heart medication.
It wasn't. It had something to do with blood pressure, wasn't it? So it was something related.
Yeah, Viagra is one of those things that they were experimenting with drugs. They were, like you said, they were working on something with blood pressure, heart medication, or whatever. And suddenly somebody popped the pill, got an erection that lasted for 4 hours.
It sends all the blood to the dick.
He's like, this is the greatest pill known to man.
Yeah, exactly. And the guys behind Viagra, the company, were like, well, this doesn't do what we wanted it to do, but holy shit, this is money-making bullshit right here.
Whatever you guys thought profit-wise, times it by about 100. Because
this is basically this is the curvature when it comes to like porn industry. The porn industry, when it comes to like how long can we make our videos? They were like, Viagra comes along,
and now all I get is erectile dysfunction ads on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say on Pornhub, and I was like, that makes sense, Keith. That's supposed to make sense.
I know this joke. I know
Viagra look like.
No, I know the answer to this joke. And you know what the answer to this joke is?
It's blood.
The answer is, oh, so you need a full pill, huh?
What? This is Viagra.
You can break pills in half.
Yeah.
Not all pills.
So if you don't know what the inside of a Viagra looks like, it means you need a full pill.
So it's a very
it's
a very specific joke.
Basically saying you're too much of a broken man, Keith. Okay? You need an entire pill, you piece of shit.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for Katie. Katie. Really?
Keith doesn't even need Viagra. That's the great thing.
Keith is Viagra.
He's all natural.
Keith is Viagra. We look at Keith and we all go, oh, yeah.
You know what Keith's Viagra is? A beer. and he has to pronounce it every time he takes a sip, otherwise it's not effective.
Oh Jesus!
Doesn't quite taste the same.
No, it's not the same. Not as long as you're spitting on everybody and fucking choking to death. No big deal.
No, but this is any artisan hobby that you could ever have. If you're not spitting on people while you're trying to explain where your artisan hobby is, you're not being artistic. Ah, fuck.
Artisanal. Yeah, you're not showing enough passion for the hobby, for the industry.
I think I'm getting at a point where maybe I should end this live stream.
No, that sounds dumb.
You can do it.
It is nearing midnight for me.
Hang on, let me bust out this violin real quick.
You still got. Yeah,
it's midnight, and I'm spent.
Thomas
Let me take my non-imperial barrel aged smoked brown ale and go watch 37 episodes of whatever fucking, what do you like, Brooklyn 9 Balls 11, whatever the fuck it is.
Thomas is like, I need my rest so I can enjoy my 2 weeks off.
I actually, honestly, without fucking joking, I actually need rest to enjoy my. I actually fucking.
Oh no!
do.
Yeah, no. I understand that. I'm just.
But I can go on for a little bit longer, but I'm not gonna go to like
pop a Viagra. You got 4 hours at least.
Yeah, well, you would know about blood pressure changing.
Yeah, I would, trust me. Trust me, yeah. It helps.
I mean, I haven't made this joke in so long, but your heart just isn't in it.
Yeah. Well, if you don't make it at least in one live stream I'm in, then that's on you.
I mean, what live streams that we're in? We haven't been in. I think this is like I can count on 3 fingers.
Yeah, I think it is the third one, and every single one you've made that joke at least once.
Of course, I fucking have. But is Keith dying?
No, he's just trying to pronounce your oak beer off camera, so we can't see him spittle everywhere. See how he's not denying it?
I think he was deep throating that bottle.
No, I'm looking for another beer. Like, we're gonna go for a little bit longer.
It's not even
another beer.
This man's prepared.
It's not even fucking dinner time for you, dude. How are you drunk?
What? Who, me?
Yeah,
because of American day drinking, morning drinking, and drinking all the time is a thing.
We don't eat on weekends in America. We just drink.
We have trouble eating every day. It's a struggle. Fucking $9 eggs. What are we doing?
How do you live in Europe and not know that beer is bread, bro?
How do you think I survive?
With 13.5% Imperial brown ales that are barrel aged.
Beer is cheaper than food here. I can have an Imperial. Right? No.
Beer's kind of cheaper than food here now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it depends on the beer. It depends on the beer. I just realized actually, there's beers here. You know those what do you guys call them? The malt liquor things?
Yeah, malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
Yeah. The like beers that are
40 ounces.
40 ounces,
like old English Mickey's.
Yeah.
Cold 45.
We got like these super lagers, as we call them. There will be almost 400 calories.
Yeah.
In a half a liter can.
They're the same thing. Yeah.
You mean a Swedish style sour, right? That's it.
Exactly. But they'll be like €1.35.
Yeah.
You can have 2 of those and have like a whole meal worth of calories for $2.70. That's actually pretty cheap when you consider what a decent healthy meal costs.
When I bought the beer for the live stream last week, it was semi-jokingly, but when I came in, I was like, Katie was here, and I was like, I think I'm only going to drink cheap beer from now on because all of this was like $20, and I could spend $20 on all of this beer instead of like one 4-pack.
You spend $20 on Genesee, and you're good to go. That's all I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Genesee is low ABV. We're talking about like.
Doesn't matter if you can drink 12 of them at a time. It becomes high ABV in short order.
Yeah, but how much do you spend?
A 30-pack of Genesee cream ale, or actually around here, I think all of the 30 packs are the same for Genesee. They went up recently, but I think now they're $19 for a 30-pack.
Yeah, and the specialty releases of like their seasonals and stuff, which by the way, They need to bring back the Schwarzbier. Or how would you say it? How would you say Schwarzbier? How is the Schwarzbier? We need to bring back Schwarzbier.
Sollen wir dann gutes Deutsch sprechen, dann war das Schwarzbier. Mein Deutsch ist dann sehr schlecht. This was German, by the way, not Dutch. Aber mein Deutsch ist dann sehr schlecht, aber das prononciert man wie Schwarzbier.
Schwarzbier. Whatever. Schwarzbier. They discontinued that, which made Mike from FLX and myself upset because that is a delicious beer. And when they would bring that out,
wait. Since when does Mike from FLX drink anything else than hazies that are 8% ABV?
I think you're mistaken, Mike and Dan. Dan's the hazy guy. Mike's the classic.
Aren't they both?
No, Dan kind of has gotten Mike into the new age fucking styles, but like Mike at his heart, he's like he likes old school.
Yeah.
Styles.
So Dan is like Satan.
Yeah.
No, Dan is Satan. He is 100% Satan.
Yeah, because I feel like.
Well, he is because he fucked up my live stream. You son of a bitch.
That's how you know that was calculated, not accidental. Muscle memory, my dick.
Because I got the impression.
Sorry.
I've sent
don't ever use the words muscle memory and dick in one sentence because that's just
I feel like I've sent beers to Mike, or Mike and I have sent beers back and forth, and like sometimes Mike will be like, oh yeah, we didn't review those beers or whatever, and I kind of got the impression that like Dan had the final say in that, and they weren't all hazies because I'd send Mike just like the beers that I drink.
Yeah, well, both of them at their heart, both of them they've been drinking beer for quite a while, and I think they do like the old school styles. I think Dan, once like other half started like coming around the area, he started gearing towards more of the hazy stuff, and Mike was a little slow catching on, like enjoying that stuff. So Dan would give him a can here and there, but they both like classic stuff. I think I'm happy that Dan's starting to get in more into like classic German beer. Like, I mean, he had fucking Celebrator for the first.
What's classic German? You mean beer?
Yeah, classic beer, but
traditional. No, what do you mean?
Traditional.
What do you mean with the words classic and traditional? You mean beer?
No, but like not hazy IPAs and not.
He's saying what beer was known to be, especially in Europe for hundreds of years.
Beer.
Yes.
You mean
for you, we mean beer. For us, we mean classic. Classic traditional beer, a German beer.
Several years ago, when I was with my ex-girlfriend, she was watching this vlog of these guys called the two brothers vlogging.
One cup. What happened?
Nerd vlog, whatever. Anyway, she was watching those guys, and they were like so impressed. They were coming to Amsterdam, and they were walking around, and like, there's buildings here that are over 200 years old. These buildings are older than the United States. Europeans being like, it's called the world. It's called normal. It's called we have cities that are over 1,000 years old. It's not like traditional or classic or old school. It's fucking beer. This is what beer is.
It is for Europe, for non-Americans, or even just Europeans. It is. You guys have been around for a long time. Our country has not. And when it comes to beer is what people know as American adjunct lagers and the big three. And that's what a lot of people know is just that. So when we say classic, traditional German style beer, that's because that has not been, quote, beer around here pretty much ever. That's been fancy beer. That's been craft beer. That's been.
It also has to do with the fact. It also has to do with the fact that as a nation, as a country, as like a continent, you have no definition of culture or identity or existence.
Well, also
and your definition of culture, existence, everything. It is basically comparing yourself to everything that used to be, and you're not.
Well,
so this is why you keep constantly saying old German, old Dutch, old whatever.
Well, I mean,
No,
despite
it's not.
We're saying classic and traditional. We didn't say old.
Yeah, but
classic and traditional.
It's not, but we don't consider this classic or traditional. We consider this existing. But
And
you've defined
remember,
everything.
that's right. But
then
consider what you're
would
saying. You're
you-
saying we. We're not you. You have to
Well,
take
yeah,
that into
but-
consideration.
Well, you are actually us,
but
you're
we're
still
not
making-
anymore. We were. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's still.
that's my point. You're making a hard. You're basically the upstart, rebellious teenager. That
Well,
is
no.
we're not like you. We're so much like we're not like you. Because
No, we're not saying we're not. That's the thing, though. That a rebellious teenager mean we're not like you because we don't want to be like you. What I'm saying is we're not like you because people are. How do you say? Uneducated to some degree.
yeah.
They don't care. They don't.
A lot of degrees.
Like you said, they don't. We're on. They don't care about culture. They don't care about history. They don't care about learning about other stuff.
Nah.
So when you think of what the average American thinks of beer, a fucking Weihenstephaner original Helles does not seep into their memory unless they're a fucking beer nerd for the most part.
Well, but also, like, what would you consider hazy IPAs in the Netherlands? Like new school, right? Or like,
Well, it depends on who you ask.
well, yeah.
I mean, in
So,
general, they're
like-
looked at as new school. I think no matter
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah, so like America is not a very old country, so like
Well, when I think of hazies, I think of the old school. For me, old school shit like fucking heady and vocal. I think of shit like that.
But now you say old school, and that has been
Yeah.
around for not even 15, 20 years. That's not really old school. And I
Yeah.
think old school, I think Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and I think Boston
Yeah.
Lager. I don't think Heady and Pliny.
Fucking yeah, but come on, do you?
Oh, I'm
consider-
using your words against you, Thomas.
No, be fucking honest. Don't tell me that you think that
Thomas
fucking-
is a too much Imperial brown ale.
No.
Barrel aged.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, you really want to say that old school Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is hazy?
No, I'm saying it's an old school beer.
No,
If
you
you-
were
if you
talking
use-
about old school hazies. You just literally said old school hazies, and
No, I actually threw Pliny in there too. I'm not talking about hazies at all. I'm talking about. I was talking when you said
no,
oh, yeah,
you
said,
go back and rewatch, and you said old school hazies and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
No, I said new school, like hazy
yeah.
IPAs.
Yeah, I'm not talking. Sierra Nevada is the first.
Somebody here, and it wasn't me, used the words old school hazy and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Rewatch the stream.
No, when he said about the thing, you said something about old school. You think of old school hazy
Holy
being
shit.
heady and something else, and then I was like, I don't
we're
think
at
about
the
old
point.
school.
We're at the point where we're just saying he said the thing with the thing, or he said the words with the.
All
stuff.
I'm saying is when somebody in America starts talking about traditional and classic German beer, that's how we look at it. But it is just beer. That's what beer in the world was looked at as that was the huge thing. But anyway, to go back to Dan and Mike, like Dan still is having trouble getting into like Hefeweizens and like Doppelbocks and stuff. He's starting to get into it, which
but this is the definition of something that I've been saying in many reviews is here's the problem. I'm not blaming Dan for anything, by the way. Well, I am, but not for
for accidentally clicking the end broadcast.
That's what I'm blaming him for. No, but here's the thing. This is what happens with so many. So we got 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, right? They're drinking macro lagers, and every now and then they'll drink a triple. This is, by the way, the Dutch people, not the Americans. For Americans, it might be a different beer style. But they'll drink a double or a triple or like a Leffe Blonde, and they're like, I really love craft beer. That's what their definition of craft beer is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The macro blondes and triples. So they're starting Googling and YouTubing and Facebooking and Instagramming search functions for craft beer. And suddenly they find hits for hazy, sweet pastry IPAs, whatever the fuck you want. And that's what they're starting to drink. And they're like, holy shit, I love craft beer. I love what the literal translation from Dutch to English would be speciaal beer. special beer. They're missing so many steps because they like these macro triples every now and then they're suddenly drinking fucking slushy beers. They're drinking hazy IPAs that have been sweetened with lactose. And then you give them a fucking old school Sharon about a pale ale, and they're just looking at you going like, what the hell is this bullshit anyway? This isn't beer. This is not an IPA. Why is this an IPA? An IPA is overtly sweet, thick as I think Matt is the one that coined the phrase turkey gravy.
I don't know.
I don't think.
Yeah, but also that's subjective. It's like it's and there's way more history in it, but it's kind of being like asking someone what kind of smartphone they like and being like, oh, I like the original iPhone and I use it every day. And it's
part of the point is in their education of what beer is, they're missing 50,000 steps.
Oh yeah, but you're not gonna educate those people. They're gonna find it. They're either gonna find it on their own time by themselves, or they're just going to stay in the lane that they're in, and they're just going to be like, this is what I like and this is what I drink.
Yeah, and here's the thing we have to keep in mind too, because I agree with you, Thomas, about 95%. Like I'm with you for the most part, but I also throw something else in there. Here's the thing: I'm happy we got, we started to start trying different craft beers. I hate saying getting into craft beer, but I mean, starting to enjoy it as a hobby or whatever, right? The thing is that we did it at a time where a lot of the styles were very, as you said, they're beer, right? Now we know them as classics or traditionals, but there was the styles that existed, and you had so many of them, and breweries would release new beers within most of those styles. You would get Irish Reds, and you would get American brown ales and English brown ales, and you would get every time you go to the store each week. I remember like this, I'm talking 12, 13 years ago when I first started trying out craft beer. I could go to my local bottle shop, get a mixed 6-pack, and that was the new beers that showed up for the week, but they would all be something different. You know what I mean? I'd have 4, 5, 6 different styles out of those 6 beers. The difference is now is that there are pretty much, if I go to the beer store right now for weekly releases, 90% of them are going to fall into these categories. Some kind of hazy IPA or milkshake IPA, okay? There's going to be a pastry stout. There's going to be fruited sours. There's going to be, because it's hot now, some kind of Helles Lager or Czech Pilsner or fucking, which is fine. That's cool that they're coming back.
I wish, by the way, for the first 3, I was with you. I wish here in the Netherlands that the 4th one was a thing, because we're not getting those.
Then you're going to get some barrel-aged behemoth of what it could be anything. It could be a pastry. So there's five main styles that show up, okay? That's 90% of them. You might get someone that throws out like a Hefeweizen. You might get a brewery that's like, hey, here's our Kolsch. But that's where it's tougher for people getting into craft beer now, is because it's so easy to go to the beer store, go to the new releases, and not go up and down those different
aisles. The worst fucking part is you get like these breweries saying they did like a Hefeweizen, what you just said, right?
Hefeweizen,
and they'll come in like a 4-pack of 440s, or American Pines for you. And they'll be like, what, $23?
No. Well, if you're an asshole brewery, yes. Most of the local. Again, because I never drink. Be
honest. How many of the asshole breweries that you just mentioned will do a fucking 4-pack of the Hefeweizen?
It'll usually be like $14, $15. 16 maybe.
I mean, there's not many breweries that do like the hype breweries. Here's the thing, and this goes back to your point, Thomas, about like the younger people trying craft beer. They think they jump from like one extreme to another. Basically, they go from, hey, I'm drinking this
exactly
right, but here's the reason why: because the breweries know what's sell, unfortunately. And it sucks for us who like to try everything and love a ton of different styles, because they're gonna sell what sells. They're gonna produce what sells.
Yeah.
And I get that.
But also,
Of course.
like a brewery that will do that kind of stuff, like they will brew a Hefeweizen or they will brew like a what we call a traditional style, but they won't can it because they know they can make like if they brew like a triple IPA with Citra and Galaxy, they can make a like $50,000 canning it and selling it.
Yeah.
But they know they can't do that selling a Hefeweizen in cans. So they'll just can the
Of
IPA,
course, and this makes total
and
sense.
they
This
just
makes
have the
total sense. But
Hefeweizen
this
on
is
tap.
the point. This is the point.
But also it does come a little full circle that they get people hooked onto the releases and stuff. And it kind of happened to me too. Like they have like lagers and Hefeweizens and stuff like this on draft, and you go to the release and then you stay and you have a beer or two and you're like, oh, they don't have this in cans, so I'll try this. And it has brought in some people to the more what we call traditional styles. But yeah, I don't know, like it's a weird beer landscape here.
It is.
I think my so what you're saying, Thomas, about people, the younger folks getting into beer now and not having to go through all those. I mean, it's almost like it's almost like I don't want to say a job, but like we went through so many different styles to find out what you liked, what you didn't. We tried a lot of the classic beers, or as you define them as just beers. And I feel that is a step that is missing for a lot of young people, but it's kind of like,
absolutely, that's my point.
But it's a different time. You have to understand it's a different. We're being the old guys at this point. What Keith said is right. A lot. You see a lot of listen. A lot of children now get smartphones at 10 years old, and that's one of the first things we had to go through dial-up internet, and then you had people before us who didn't even have it.
Fucking point.
So we appreciate smartphones and technology more than younger people. And that's just how it is.
The point is people are missing education. When you want to get to 8 from 8, here's the thing. If you want to go from A to Z, right? What do?
I go pretty much Y to Z.
So are you
count your fucking 8. No, you count. No, look, this is a weird analogy, but listen here. You go from A to Z by counting your ABCs. You go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. Modern technology has opened a landscape where a lot of these, you could say kids and youngsters, but it's older people as well. They go from A to Z in 3 steps.
Yeah.
And they're missing the goddamn fucking alphabet. Now, how do you want to learn a goddamn fucking language if you don't know the fucking alphabet?
Here's the thing, though, Thomas. You're under the assumption these people want to learn about beer.
But you're also...
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying...
Well, but that's what... But what you're saying is these people have missed out on educating themselves on all the beer styles and understanding beer in general.
I never said they didn't want to learn. I said they forgot to learn.
Did they forget, or do they just not care?
No, but you're also speaking in terms of like people who need to teach themselves A to Z, but they don't know the alphabet, so they don't know that B comes after A, and they don't know that C comes after B.
But again, but that's a matter of...
They're just... So it's basically a meme culture where like whatever the next thing that pops up is the next jump.
But
oh no, we're agreeing. We're arguing. We're
agreeing. I know, but that's the thing, though. I know that's
not arguing, but debating. We're debating. We agree.
But that's the beauty here. I'm not even saying kids, but there's a fucking adults here. You have no idea how often I get people in the store saying, "Hey, I heard about fucking IPAs."
Oh yeah,
and I'm trying to talk to them, and they don't get it.
The internet is ruining basically every single person that it has come across. basically.
Yeah,
And
we should
so-
say that.
and so-
We should say that too loud because we're trying to educate people
Oh,
through
yeah.
the internet right now.
But
Also,
no, but
I
like,
am inebriated. I would like to point out I am inebriated.
the last thing I want to say on this is the thing that we always have to keep in mind, and I think we lose track of it because we are in a very extremely niche part of the internet with reviewing beers on YouTube and talking about it.
true.
Not there are like I don't know what the percentages. I could make one up. It would be incorrect because I don't really know. But you have to also understand those people coming into your store saying, "Hey, I heard about this fucking hyped IPA or this IPA, and I just want to try them or whatever." Those people might not even care about beer in general. There's so many people that just go to a brewery and go, "Oh man, that sounds good. I'll try that." They don't care to go there and go, "Oh man, I want to know about the history of fucking German brewing." Like we're in a different kind of space than they are. And at the end of the day, you always got to keep this in mind, man. I always say this, doesn't matter what it comes in life, drink what you like, eat what you like. You just do what you like in life. Life is too short. If we want to fucking wax poetic about barrel-aged Imperial smoked brown ales on YouTube for 3 hours, we can do that. If somebody just wants to go to their local...
It's been 2 hours, man. Come on.
Well, how about the old fucking one that was actually...
I'm not counting because FLX are bastards.
If you want to go to the store and drink all the fucking slushy beers and triple IPAs, have fun. Like that's the beauty about beer nowadays, and why I like that there's like Keith was saying, like it's coming full circle and that we're getting more like lagers and stuff from breweries because a lot of breweries are realizing that even though those are hype styles, a lot of people want to try other shit. So there's enough beer out there for all of us to enjoy ourselves. That's all. Let me say this to you, okay? And I'm going to end this live stream in a little bit. Let me say this. If there's one thing that I've experienced is that most of the people that come into craft beer enjoying the slushy IPA, the slushy sours. Please no slushy IPAs. Please, I don't think I've seen one. I don't need to see one. I like slushy sours. I like IPAs. I don't need them both combined. Please do not do that. Please.
I swear to God. I swear to God, 72 hours after this live stream, people are
Seriously, Thomas, Joe has a heart condition.
Yeah, I do.
Joe is a heart condition. Look,
I'm just a big heart, boys. That's all I am.
All I do know is that a lot of the people that I know right now, and this happened earlier today in Instagram chat, where somebody who was very much into sweet IPAs tried a triple from a local brewery.
Belgian.
Yeah, like a Belgian style classic triple. And he was like, damn, this is actually really nice. At the end, most of the guys who were guys and gals and non-binary pals, they're all into their, hype breweries, hype styles. And they're going to Google and they're going to learn. And they're going to find discussions that we are having right now. They're going to rewatch them. They're going to rewatch some half-drunk assholes on YouTube having an argument. And they're going to go like, what styles are they talking about? Let's try these. And they're going to try the classic style. And that's the beauty of social media. That's the beauty of internet because it's ruining a lot of people, but it's also helping a lot of people.
The internet is a great and bad place, is what you're saying.
It is.
Yeah, that's
the internet is for porn.
Yes, it is.
There we go. The internet is for porn. We have this new technology for porn.
I think we're all in this. There's a reason why we hang out and are friends and because we all enjoy similar things to different degrees. I can, as you know, I get down with fucking the sweet IPAs and the milkshake shit, but I can also appreciate a Belgian quad. Like I like so many styles that I love trying fucking everything, and I love.
Whoa! Could you please read?
I love trying everything.
Yeah, you just said I love try fucking everything, and that really is not the kind of sentence that you want to put online.
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying.
Mostly everything, like 90%.
Mostly everything. Okay, good. I'm just saying. You might
like Keith's ear, very fuckable. Anyway, no, but it's one of those things where, beer's fucking great, man. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's just
guys.
fun.
I'm gonna end this live stream because it just passed midnight here, and I really
You can barely keep your eyes open. I mean, it's a big beer.
It is. Guys, this was fun. This was amazing. This was great. This was also ludicrous. And
fuck FLX. What?
Fuck FLX for making me do this. And in total, it's been a good 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. See all you guys on the flip side. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Joe. Thank you,
Thank you.
Matt. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dan, for fucking this shit up. I did not catch the fly. I'm sorry. And see all you guys later.
Mr. Miyagi, you are not.
I am not Mr. Miyagi. I will see all you guys later, and cheers.
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 Oh shit! My camera's over the end broadcast button.